obsessed by Japan and then my love of Japan now. So it's those two things together. Dior is very different to Vuitton because it's a couture house. Vuitton is a luxury leather goods company, so the accent is on ready to wear at Dior, whilst at Vuitton it was very much on leather goods. And for me as a designer, that is a very exciting thing. And we got prepared yesterday, we're doing press, we're doing fittings today and tomorrow.
I've made special hats for the show, but I can't tell you what they are because the show is in 2 days' time. So it's top secret.
For me, my favourite thing about Japan is walking down the street and looking at things. Going through Harajuku, Aoyama, Shibuya, anywhere. You know, I just like to see everything and look at stores, look at people, just, you know, everything.
Certainly there's a twinship between Japan and England, which is very unique. We're both island countries. We have a combination in England of the very classic and very traditional and the punk, and that's what you have in Japan too.
The thing I love about Japan is the fusion between technology and tradition. That's the strength of everything, coming from fabrics, making. You know, you have boro, you have like indigo dyeing, you have all these different things. There's a million techniques here that inspire me. I'm working with artists at Dior because Mr. Dior was a gallerist before he was a couturier. He worked with very, very big artists of his time, Picasso, Salvador Dali. So I've looked for artists that have that reflection now in the 21st century. And Sorayama-san was because I love his futuristic view of Japan, even from the 70s. And I felt it was nice to celebrate his work and look at that strength of empowerment that he gave to women in terms of that robotic look and the idea of Metropolis as well, which is a film from the early part of the 20th century, which his work envisages as well.
今年の7月の7日に私の個展があって、レセプションの日にいきなりキムが来たんです。その次の日にうちのアトリエに行きたいって言うから来たらいきなりこのプロジェクトの話を始め出して、そして始まったんですけど、多分私と同じ DNA 持ってて成長してないんですよ、あの人も。少年で終わってるんですよ。だからお互い面白がってる部分で共鳴してくれたんだと思うんだけど。
So this is a laser cut canage jean, which is in the houndstooth, which is a signature fabric from Mr. Dior. These are made in Japan and it's a Japanese fabric. Then we have the dog houndstooth here on 2 items. We have the Sorayama inspired knitwear. We have the Sorayama metal saddlebag, which is obviously a Dior like classic. I get camera shy in front of you guys. So here we have like the Sorayama print on silk. Then we have the Astrakhan with the toile de jour, which you can see the embroidery here with the Sorayama figures, and it's embroidered over this as well. To collaborate with people, you have to be open-minded, flexible, and also admire them. I think, you know, working with people that you admire is a really amazing opportunity. I mean, I just, you know, it was like working at Gimme 5, I met a lot of different people, and it was like, but I was, you know, it was very fleeting. It was like Jun, Hiroshi, Nigo, Nobu, and it was like, I was just so impressed by their work and how the attention to detail and, you know, how different the aesthetics were. Jun was quite punky at the time, Hiroshi was really good American sportswear, redesigned in a Japanese way. Then, you know, the graphics of Bathing Ape, Hysteric Glamour was very, very cool as well. And it was like, they were just all very different, but the fact that they were all, you know, close and that there was a connection between them, I think was kind of really interesting for me. And that hence me working with Yoon or Matt Williams or working with artists. It's something I learned and picked up from them. And here we have Stephen Jones. They'd like to talk to you about hats.
Well, we have, it's basically a silhouette of a baseball cap, and we do 2 different shapes, which is this. So it's got fantastic print of this season. And we have this in cotton and leather, but we also have it in metal. So that's a really, really strong look in the show.
Yoon, your turn.
Do you wanna?
Yeah, this is where we should look, Yoon, where it's on here. So Yoon works on all the jewelry with us. We've known each other maybe over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Maybe 12 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've always loved Yoon's look and her work, and I think, you know, she's brilliant at what she does, and I think there's a very strong aesthetic.
So, this season we kept a lot of tone to silver because Sorayama's work is very chromatic, and that's the tone that we kept to with the very strong, you know, like signature pieces like the Dior that he designed for us, to strong chains, something very futuristic but industrial, and also still have our icons going. As you can see, the CD rings and the earrings that plays out the whole look. And we also incorporated the original chains that we made into bags. You see the wallet chains into bags and different elements. So they're all kind of like interplay within each other.
Cool. This is Annie. She's the head of the atelier. She's been working in an atelier for 40 years now. She celebrated that this year. She's brilliant.
I'm happy to be here. I got the little homies with me, you know what I'm saying? It's lit right now. Gang, gang, gang. Yeah, ID, you heard?
やっぱり日本でね、これだけ大きなショーがやるっていうのはなかなかないですから、
すごく楽しみにしてます。
すごいこんな瞬間に立ち会えるっていうのはすごく嬉しいことだな。
KimJones' Dior for me is exuberance, it's freshness, it's couture for men.
I mean, it's gonna be epic. I feel like we're in the future already.
新しく生まれ変わった感じを楽しみにしてます。
90年代の彼が勉強してきたことを今の時代に彼なりに昇華して何か新しいコレクションをしてくれたらすごい嬉しい。
今回もさらに前進したと思ってもうどんどん変えていくと思います。
Super looking forward to what Kim's been working on. This whole idea of him working with different artists and finding inspiration through their work is such an amazing way to think about men's fashion in the future.
Oh man, we're about to see. I mean, everything looks amazing right now. Let's check it out.
Conversation we had before we came to Tokyo was, you know, how exciting it is that he gets to do his technically first show like under a big Maison house. Because I know he always wanted to do a show even when he was at Vuitton. So like when he came, you know, finally it's really fun that all of us can come out, and this show is also dedicated to what Tokyo is with amazing artists like Sorayama-san. So yeah, I mean, all of us were so excited.
The looks were amazing. It was really futuristic and modern, and overall it was a really great show. I'm glad I came.
其实我看到了很多我自己生活中非常喜欢的单品，比如说工装裤，
还有就是马鞍包，然后我觉得他们的颜色都非常前卫，都非常年轻。
쇼를 보면서 옷을 사고 싶다는 생각은 안 했는데 이렇게 옷을 사고 싶을 만큼 좋은 쇼는 처음이었던 것 같습니다.
Kim did an amazing job. Modern and really spot on.
床の柄とかも桜の柄とかだったりですごく日本が意識されてて、これだけ有名なブランドのデザイナーさんが日本を愛してくれてるっていうのはすごく嬉しいです。
For me, I think about Mr. Dior a lot. I think he's like, the focus of it, and his love of nature, the passion for making beautiful things, tailoring, elegance, couture. And we thought it was nice to look at the fact that Mr. Dior loved Japan and I love Japan, so it's got the heritage side of the love and then the future love as well, so I thought it was nice to fuse that together.